Leicester City 3, West Ham United 1. I'll repeat, Leicester City 3, West Ham United 1. I don't know what we came to expect here. Maybe a better performance than we put in. It didn't take long for Leicester to get going, did it? 2 minutes. 2 minutes it took them to break Jamie Vardy through. We weren't sure if it was offside. VAR took a couple of minutes to determine whether he was or not, and in the end decided that he was. And that set the tone in a way for the first half. I mean, they had another chance soon after that, which they kind of squandered. And then Fabianski had to pull off a save in the first half to keep it at 1-0. But that's all they had. And then we had chance after chance after chance after chance. And we had nothing up ahead. Look, the team that was put out, I think, was wrong. I knew Somerville would get dropped in order to accommodate Kudus. But what I didn't expect was Danny Ings. Sometimes I ought to be careful what I say, because I remember the other day I suggested that perhaps Danny Ings should be given a chance to start, and I take that back now. His endeavours there, but there's nothing up front. There's absolutely nothing up front with West Ham United, and that was proved throughout the game. We had our chances, we didn't take them, and then in the second half we got punished with Leicester having brought something like 2 or 3 players on, had immediate impact, and they went 2-0 up. And then we just floundered up. Our defence tonight was really, really bad. Kilman didn't look like a £40 million player. He seems to have regressed. Mavropanos coming in for Todibo just didn't seem to sort of prove that he was worthy of staying in the team. Vladimir Coufal, he complained that he wasn't getting enough game time, and now we know why he's not getting enough game time, because he was terrible. Coufal was slow. His defensive quality, frailties was sort of there to see, and I'm actually surprised that Emerson, who was on the bench, and I'm not sure I get why Emerson was dropped to the bench. Paqueta was dropped to the bench. Soler kept his place. Souček kept his place. Alvarez came in for Soler. You kind of half accept that, Paqueta hasn't been playing well throughout most of this season, so that's fine. It's not a problem dropping Paqueta, but Alvarez looked rusty. Kudus started and he looked rusty. And there's a strange thing that happened around about the 39th minute, 40th minute, something like that, where Somerville was stripped down, ready to come on. I think Ings got a knock. He was hobbling. And then Lopetegui decided not to make the change. Apparently Ings indicated he was all right, and Lopetegui kept him on. It was a bizarre thing. It reminded me of Scamacca when he was stripped down, ready to come on under Moyes, and just ended up not getting on. And Somerville came on in the second half, fair enough. And I think Somerville should have started. I said that all along. I think it should have been Kudus, Somerville and Bowen leading the front line, but it wasn't to be. We saw a glimpse of it until Antonio came on later. Look, we looked awful. There's just no two ways about it. We played a team that is meant to be worse than us, and that team did what every team do. They take their chances when the opportunity is given to them. We can't take our chances. We're useless in taking our chances, and we're equally useless in defending as well. The fans, the away fans, inevitably started singing "Sacked" in the morning. I don't know now. I'm expecting an announcement to be made that Lopetegui will be sacked. But then half of me keeps thinking to myself, well, maybe they won't sack him. We've got Wolves coming up next Monday, and they have better strikers. Cunha is one of the better strikers in the Premier League. I'd love Cunha to play for us. He'd make a massive difference. And I can see Cunha putting a goal away next week. It's not going to be a foregone conclusion that we're going to win that game. I left because I needed to catch a train, so I didn't see Fulkrug's goal. Apparently it was well taken. He came on for the last sort of 15 minutes or so. And maybe, you know, if he stays fit, maybe that's the solution we need up front. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm just baffled at this moment in time. There was no Areola on the bench, which seems to indicate that maybe because he's been training, and so unless he's got a virus or something, there's clearly an issue there. I tried to allude to it last night in my West Ham Weekly show, but there's an issue with Todibo, and it's not just about him being injured. But I'll let the ITKs tell you what's happened there. But apparently, Lopetegui was... he looked a bit bruised on his face, and I'll go no further than that. We are dishevelled. West Ham United are not looking good at this moment in time. We're a team that's got no confidence. We're short of confidence. We look bereft of ideas. There was endeavour there from some players, Bowen, as usual, but Kudus was rusty, but he didn't look on his game tonight. Somerville, again, I thought looked lively when he came on. The referee, we didn't lose this game because of the referee. I don't want us to go there again, but the referee was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yet again, it's just look, I don't want to make excuses, you know, because there's enough to be seen by West Ham fans that we are a terrible team. Our setup is all wrong. Our demeanour's wrong. Our body language is wrong. We just, you know, we're gonna. Everyone said, "Oh, we've got the next 5 games, all winnable games." I did warn. I said, "I bet they're not." And we've got Wolves on Monday, and then we play Bournemouth and Brighton, who are teams who are both in form. And I don't know. You know, I said, if we can get 9 points. If we can get 9 points out of the next 5 games, then I think we've done well. So there's 1 game down, there's 4 games to go. That means we've got to win 3 out of the next 4. And I can't see it happening. I would be really surprised if Lopetegui survives this. I really would. I'd be very surprised if Lopetegui survives this. And I don't know what excuse the board will have if he does. I'm not going to speculate who's going to take over. You know, some people are saying Terzic, some people are saying Conceição, and apparently Graham Potter was at the game tonight. He's the least of my choices, to be honest with you. I just don't think Potter will be the right man for the job, but you never know. You never know. Maybe I'll be proved wrong again. Maybe. But this game has been poor. West Ham United have been poor. Kilman didn't look like a £40 million defender. Mavropanos didn't look like a decent replacement for Todibo. Soufal was just awful. And I don't know where we go from here. I'm waiting for my train, getting on it. So I'll be back with a reflection show on Wednesday. Have a good evening.